Welcome back for another YouTube video, guys. It's your girl Naturally Niche, and we're back with another video. This video is so overdue, y'all. I've been wanting to do this video for so long, and I honestly did it before, but you know, things be happening sometimes with editing, and here we are now. Anywho, we're getting right into it. I'm starting off fresh face. I'm like currently breaking out, so this is me just freaking out about that, but moving right along. So I'm starting off with this e.l.f. brow lift, and I've been loving this product. I've been using it for like I want to say a few months now, and it's just been my go-to for whenever I do my eyebrows. And I'm just using a spoolie. My spoolie specifically is from like it's the one that came in the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow oh gosh, what is that product? The brow dip or whatever the case is. Moral of the story is just a spoolie, y'all. As long as you got a spoolie, it'll get the job done. And I'm literally just brushing my eyebrows. I kind of like try to brush the hairs up and then just like clean it up like that real nice. That is really it. I don't even fill them in anymore. I feel like my brows are like, they're full enough to my liking that I don't even really feel like that filling them in is necessary most of the time. Then I take this MAC and LA Girl Pro concealer and just use that to like tidy up my brows in the bottom. And this brush, love this brush. It's the Ulta Flat Concealer Brush, I believe it's called, and it's just perfect for this. Like, it just makes filling, like lining my brows up. Great brush for that. And I'm only going to clean up the bottom of my eyebrows with the concealer, y'all. I'm not even going to touch the top. And that is it for my eyebrow routine. Like, just slick them, clean it up with the concealer, and we're done. And I'm not going to, like, blend this out just yet. I like to let the concealer sit under my eyebrows for a bit and just move on to my face and blend that out after. So, starting with my face, I'm using this Milk Hydro Grip Primer. If you haven't heard of this already, I don't know where you've been at, but this primer, it's everything. It's what people are saying it is. Then, after I apply that milk primer, I'm using this Lancome foundation, which has been my favorite. It's a newer favorite. I haven't used it for too long, but it is perfect. I'm not gonna lie, I used to be a NARS foundation kind of girl, but this foundation has won me over, y'all, and it's got me right now. Match of the foundation is perfect, like the way that it goes onto my face, just everything about this Lancome foundation just does it for me. So this is my current foundation fave. And then as I'm blending like this foundation out, that's when I kind of start to blend out the concealer that I put under my eyebrows. And do y'all see the foundation? Like, y'all see how the foundation is sitting? Like, it's just, yes, it's doing what it needs to do. Next up is concealer. Another, like, I feel like I'm saying this about everything, but it really is, like, I love my routine right now and the products that I'm using, but this Too Faced Born This Way concealer, it's a must. Like, I have to have it in my routine. And I feel like I do like the simple, like, traditional concealer placement that most people do. Then I go in and I set my concealer. If you're not already like hip to using setting spray throughout your makeup routine, please try it out. It makes all the difference. And I'm using this one from Charlotte Tilbury to do it. Another fave, like, y'all can see the bottle, like the bottle is low, okay? Like, I use this every single time that I do my face. And then we are letting that concealer sit, and while I let my concealer sit, I'm just gonna go in and do a little contouring with this Fenty Beauty Matchstick. I am not one for like sharp contouring. I feel like this overall like look in general is just very like soft. That's really my vibe as of late. I don't even apply the product directly to my face. I use my brush to pick up product and then like dab it just so I could control how I'm building it up. And as I'm doing my little contouring, I do go back in with my foundation brush a bit just because I want to make sure everything is super seamless. That's the word of the day, y'all. Now we're on to blending out this concealer. And to blend out my concealer, I'm using this Real Techniques. It's actually a setting brush, but y'all, I'm a firm believer in, you know, repurposing things for what you see fit, and to me, this is a great brush to use to blend out my concealer. I used to use Real Techniques, the sponge, to blend out my concealer, but I find that with using that, I lose a lot of the coverage and I just don't have as much control over the product and how I'm blending it. Whereas with the brush, this brush specifically, it just gives me a lot more control in how I want it to look. And you'll notice, like, I focus on blending the edges of the concealer out. And honestly, when I blend out my concealer, I don't even really touch the center of the product too much, just because I don't want to lose that coverage. The moral, like, the goal is to make sure that the edges of it is really blended out and seamless, but you want to keep the coverage that you're getting in the center. So yes, that is why I personally do prefer a brush over like a sponge or just anything else. And I feel like when I was using a sponge, I would use a lot more product. So yeah, that's my personal opinion. More control and less product use when I use a brush to blend my concealer out. And once again, I am going back in with my foundation brush, and y'all will see me do this a lot throughout this video. Like where one product touches another product, I tend to go in with the other brush. Where the concealer and the foundation are touching, I need to go back in with that foundation brush just to make sure everything is just smooth. And now I'm grabbing another Too Faced concealer, but this one is just a lighter color because now I'm going to highlight my face. So I'm using a lot less of this. And again, setting spray. It's a must, y'all. Like, just trust me. If you're not doing that already, please. So while I'm letting my concealer sit and dry down a bit, I'm going to go in with some blush. And y'all, this blush, I really love this blush. Like, I've never tried any products before from this brand specifically, but they had sent me this and I tried it out the other day and I love it. Like, it's so pigmented. I feel like it's really easy to apply and it's affordable. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's like $12 or something like that, somewhere around there, which I think is pretty affordable compared to other brushes that I've invested in. I don't know who I was before blush, y'all, because now I feel like I can't live without it. Love a good blush. And at this point in time is where I feel like the makeup gets a little scary. It gets to the point where, you know, you really gotta trust the process and just trust the process, y'all. Blending is the name of the game. If you blend and you take your time, everything will turn out fine. Like right now, it looks very, you know, like I can see where the concealer and the blush and everything is touching, and it's not giving smooth, but we will get there. Just trust me. So for that concealer that I applied by my eye, I kind of wanted to stay sharp, so I don't want to blend it out too much. I'm just focusing on the edges of it, making sure that that blends well into my foundation. But otherwise, like that line right by my eye, you'll notice I don't even really touch. What I do to just make it a little smoother is I take my concealer brush and I kind of just blend it in the direction that it's going already. Like I don't blend in circles or spread the product out. I just blend in the direction that I put it on, just so that I kind of keep that sharp line. And then from here, y'all, it's really just a ton of blending work. Like I go from my concealer brush to my blush to my foundation. Like I go back and forth between these brushes as much as I see fit, just to make sure that everything is nice and blended smoothly, because once I finish blending all of this out, it is time to set. And once you set, you're set, okay? Once it is set, it is set. So before I do that, I take my time and make sure everything looks how I want it to look. But again, just remember, where you want the coverage to stay full, don't do too much blending there. Like, it's really a matter of focusing on the edges. Focus on where one product meets another product. And if that part is blended nice and seamlessly, I feel like you'll be fine. That is like a key way of thinking for me whenever I'm doing my makeup. Once I've got everything to my liking, we can go ahead and set it all into place. I'm using this Huda Beauty setting powder, and it's in the shade Cinnamon Bun. And before I go in and set my makeup, I like to just go back in one more time with my concealer brush and just go right underneath my eyes, because my makeup loves creasing there. And then I'm just going in and setting with this random brush. Honestly, I really don't even know what brush this is, y'all. And honestly, my brush is very much handicapped. Like, I'm holding it like that because the top part, it would fall off otherwise. Like, I need to do something about that. But anywho, so I go and I set all my concealer areas, and then I'm gonna go and set the place where I contoured with this it's a sleek palette. I've had this palette for since the beginning of time. I feel like it's honestly more than likely expired. It's still getting used, and I just go in with that, like I said, on the places that I contoured, and then by my forehead. It's a quick light dusting. Like I said, I don't like super harsh contouring. That just hasn't been my vibe as of late. Now to finish off, I'm going in with this Urban Decay All Nighter spray. And I do that, and then I go in and I set my face one more time again. And I'm using this MAC powder, another product that I've had since the beginning of time, so long that I couldn't even tell you the shade of it because it's since wiped off the back. That's how old it is. I go in with that on the place that I concealed, and then I'm going in with this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I usually use, I think it's the Benefit It's the Benefit mascara it's like a popular one too. I can't remember the name right now, but I usually use that. But lately I have been reaching for this Too Faced mascara more and more, because y'all see the difference. Like, I love a good mascara. I am not a big eyelash person. I don't really like to wear them on a regular basis. I love a good mascara, and that is just enough for me. And then for my lips, I'm keeping it really simple. I want to say I've been in a brown mood, but I'm always in a brown mood. Brown is just a go-to. So I'm using this MAC lip liner, and I'm going to pair it with this Fenty Beauty Heat. It's the hot chocolate one. And honestly, y'all, I don't know. Like, I saw so many people raving about this product, but I'm not going to lie. I don't know. I just don't think it really lives up to the hype that I was seeing over it. Like, I'm good with the regular version of this. And then on top of that, I don't know. Like, the first few times that I used it, like the tingling, I did not too much care for that at all. It didn't happen this time that I used it, but the first few times I was like, what is going on here? So not sure that I would repurchase this. That is honestly it, y'all. Like, this is the final look, and as you can see, I was happy with it. Okay, like, everything came out nice, super smooth, seamless, soft, pretty. So if you guys enjoyed this video, of course, give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you can tune in for the next one. Thank you as always for watching. I do very much appreciate y'all, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.